I'm M26 forced to live with my ex F24. She's bringing dates over. How do I Aprocher her? Hello Reddit. Me M26 and my ex F24 broke up on September 28th. Her reasoning was that I had been approaching her depression terribly and she was only getting worse mentally with me. We dated for 3 years, and at 2 years in we decided to move in together. I had been working 60 to 70 hours a week between 2 jobs, just so that we could afford a good lifestyle together. While she only works 16 to 24 hours a week, I knew this was a red flag, but I loved her. During all of October, we were friends with benefits, getting intimate very frequently, but also looking for other people. She is now 1 week into a new relationship with her ex from high school, and it's destroying me mentally. She very quickly let him move in his Xbox and TV to our living room. We didn't have either. Now I feel like I am trapped in the spare room in our apartment because they are always in the living room. I can also hear them laughing together, making out, and having sex. This is only the second day that he's been here, and I already can't take it. She can't afford to move out, and I still do have feelings for her, so I want to help her out. How should I handle this situation? I still love this girl, but her bringing over other guys is too much for me mentally. She is walking all over you paying for the apartment, and she brings her boyfriend over. Wow. Talk to her, tell her to move out. I think she can't afford this place anyways. Or better just move out yourself. The realities of our world, because of accommodation people can't even break up properly. BTW, she probably is doing it to make you leave. Awful, selfish girl. She's having sex with a man in your apartment and you're trying to make it work cause you still love her. That shit is over. Or in a position to avoid being taken advantage of. Don't waste an opportunity to validate yourself. Run. If she's the one who can't afford to move out, then at least what she should be doing is to go to his place to hang out. It's extremely disrespectful and hurtful, and she probably knows it. Do you really want to be around someone who is purposely hurting you? She sounds like an asshole, and having depression is not an excuse to be selfish and hurting people. If you still want to live with her, talk to her and make clear boundaries. You are not together anymore. You don't have to accept things you are not comfortable with. You and your mental well-being should be the most important thing for you. Good luck to you, and make sure to take good care of yourself. Nobody should be seeing/hearing someone they love being loved up with new partner. Also, does it mean you are not paying 50/50 for the apartment since you broke up? Because if you are not, I think you should rethink if you want to pay for her living with new BF. Edited for spelling errors. First things first, it's over between you two. You need to get that through your head now. She's back with an ex and having sex with other dudes. Whether she can afford to move out on her own or not is really not your problem. I've been there and I get the desire to help them out and want the best for them, but at the same time, you need to do what is best for you, which is to get out of this weird toxic situation. If I were you, I would look into seeing if you can break the lease early, or perhaps see if you can go stay with a friend for a few days to get some air. You need to get out of that environment for a bit for your own sanity, so you can think rationally and plan how you are going to move forwards. You gotta move on, mate. It's hard, but if you stay in it longer, it'll just get worse. Focus on yourself, move out. It seems like she cares so little about your feelings. Just rip the band-aid off. She's not the only girl in the world. You're better off without her. Walked in on my girlfriend laying down cuddling with our roommate. So this happened last night and I spent the night in a hotel because I didn't want to see either of them. My girlfriend and I have been together for 2 years. We live together. Before I met her, she and our other roommate lived together in the apartment. She said they've been friends for a decade and they've only ever kissed before but don't have any romantic feelings towards each other. I know they are extremely close, but still it's not right. Our roommate's grandpa died a few days ago and he's been very upset and heartbroken by it, and my girlfriend said all she was doing was comforting him. She had one arm over his chest and was stroking his hair with her other hand. Honestly, when I walked in it looked they had just done something or were gonna do something but it pissed me off. She has since called and texted me saying she was just holding him because he needed someone to be there for him and that he's her best friend. Then she texted me later saying that he loves him and will never stop being friends with him and never stop being close, and that if I wanted to walk away that's my fault. I haven't replied to her. I'd know what to do, but it seems like she's choosing him over me. What do I tell her? Bye. So they've already kissed before in the past, and now she's cuddling him because he's mourning his grandpa. Huge red flags, buddy. I remember one of my friends caught his own brother and girlfriend cuddling, and this was shortly after their dad had committed suicide. Weeks later, big surprise, he comes to find out they had been having sex for weeks prior to that. Goodbye, because that was not an apology or an explanation but rather a statement that her platonic friendship is than any feelings she has for her BF. Okay, I'm a woman, and when my guy friends have lost a close family member, I've been known to hold their hand or hug them. But absolutely nothing that resembles cuddling, that would be reserved for a BF. She's playing you. Cut your loses. She made her choice and it wasn't you. You will never be her first choice and you deserve better. Pack your shit and find someone who will put your feelings first. My boyfriend blocked my number and social media. Background info: I'm 21, he's 22. We've been dating 10 months now. Last night on FaceTime, my boyfriend asked me if I had spoken to, interacted with, heard from, or heard something about anyone from my past. I was really confused at first and asked him more questions, to which he said he's obviously talking about a guy, and that he's not accusing me of anything, he just wants to know. I ended up telling that my friend told me some gossip about a guy who used to like me. Then he says I knew it, and starts telling me he had a dream that this same guy shot him, and then he says that him f-king with him as in cheating on him with this guy. He hung up on me, and then after that he blocked me off of everything. I tried to call him repeatedly, and I even asked his mom to talk to him for me. I think the entire situation is strange and makes no sense. I have no relations with the guy he dreamt about, he's simply someone from my past. And even then, me and that guy were never anything. I don't know what to do. Trying to call him was probably dumb on my part, and I'd quit. I'm still fighting for this. What do you guys think I should do from here? I think you should block him back and consider yourself lucky that he's gone. Block him back. He didn't trust you 110 days ago, what's changed? Your ex-boyfriend blocked you. I'm sorry. Sounds like you dodged a bullet with this one. Looks like he was trying to find an excuse, any excuse apparently, to kick you out of his life. I wouldn't bother trying to reach him if I were you. I wouldn't be surprised if he contacts her in a while, gaslights her and makes this into something she did to him. Classic psycho behavior.